guys, it's Emily, and today I have a book haul for you. I know I just did a book haul, but in the month of November, I've just been going crazy buying books. I have 12 books that I bought, and that's just crazy. Like, why am I buying so many? With Christmas coming up, I've got books on my Christmas list, and I'm doing the Litsy gift exchange on the Litsy app, so there's no reason I should be buying all these books, but I have, and let's just get right into it and show you all of them, shall we? So the first place that I bought books in November was at my brother. We went to visit my brother for Thanksgiving, and his local Friends of the Library has a freestanding bookstore that's only open on Wednesday and Saturday. So on Saturday after Thanksgiving, my mom and I went down there to check it out, and I got 5 books, one of which was Sherry by Mary Karr. This is the sequel to The Liars Club by Mary Karr, which I read in 2016, and I liked it, and I wasn't really planning to pick this up, but it was a cheap book, and I cannot resist cheap books, as y'all know. So yeah, this is her college-aged memoir, I believe, and it's sort of talking about her sexual awakening and things like that. The Liars Club was more about her childhood and abuse and things that she suffered during that time, but this is her college-age, young adult-age memoir. So looking forward to this. I then bought An Astronaut's Guide to Life on Earth by Chris Hadfield, and of course, you've probably seen Chris Hadfield around. He's sort of an internet sensation, and this was only $4, and this is his memoir about coming back to Earth after being on the International Space Station, and I think he's going to talk about his life and things like that. This is a book I probably wouldn't have picked up, except that it was so cheap, and I've seen him on the internet, and my mom was actually really surprised that I had picked this one. She was like, "Are you sure you want that one?" And I was like, "Yes." So I had to get this one, and I'm really excited to check this one out. The next two I got at my local half-price books. They were both on clearance, and I just stopped in for a moment, and I decided to pick both of them up. I got To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf, and then I also got The Waves by Virginia Woolf. I read A Room of One's Own late last year, and I really enjoyed it, and I decided it was high time I pick up some of Virginia Woolf's actual fiction, because she's known for being a pretty good fiction writer. So I'm looking forward to both of these. And also, Jess over at Garden Scriptorium has mentioned Virginia Woolf this year, and it just inspired me to pick these up. So looking forward to both of these. I then got home from Thanksgiving to find an ARC in my mailbox, and this is The Atomic City Girls by Janet Beard. I won the giveaway on Library Theme for this, and I think I'm going to read this in January, but I'm going to start with The Girls of Atomic City by Denise Kernan, and that's the nonfiction account of the girls. So reading that first will give me a little bit more background information. So I'll be reading this in January for sure once I finish that nonfiction book. I don't really know much about this except that it's, about girls that are working in the Atomic City, which is, I believe is in Oak Ridge, Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and it's sort of, they're doing stuff with the atomic bomb, and I don't know, researching it and practicing for it and doing stuff like that. I don't really know, but I'm sure I'll know after I read the nonfiction book and after I read this. And then, going back to the used bookstore out in my brother's town, I got Just Mercy, A Story of Justice and Redemption by Bryan Stevenson. This has been on my TBR for a long time. I mentioned in one of my earlier videos that I was planning to read this during Nonfiction November, and then I found out that To Kill a Mockingbird is heavily referenced in here, and I haven't read that since 9th grade English, so I think I'm going to read To Kill a Mockingbird and then this book in early 2018, and I could have not bought this because I could get it at my library, but I thought I might want to write in it or, mark it up, because it sounds like it's a really impactful book, so I'm looking forward to this one as well. I then got The Writing Life by Dillard. I picked this up, and this was at the used bookstore as well. I picked this up because Ashley over at Climb the Stacks just did a book of a video of writing memoirs, and this was one of the ones she mentioned, and I've never read anything up by Annie Dillard. I know that Pilgrim at Tinker Creek is really popular here on BookTube, so I might pick that one up first and then pick this one up. But this was so short, and it was only like $2, so I figured I'd get it. And save it for whenever I'm ready to read it after reading Pilgrim at Tinker Creek. I then picked up The War of Art, Break Through the Blocks and Win Your Inner Creative Battles by Stephen Pressfield. This has been on my TBR as well for a long time, and again, I picked it up because it was pretty cheap. I've also seen Jess, again at Garden Scriptorium, talking about this book. She just recently read it, and I think she liked it. And it's not a very long book, and sometimes the pages aren't even full text, so I don't think it'll take me long to get through this one once I get around to reading it. And then, while I was visiting my brother, there's a little free library close to his house, and my mom and I actually looked it up on the map. I really love little free libraries, and I'm always looking them up on the map wherever I go. And there was one pretty close at a Episcopal school, and it was a humongous library. I wish I had taken a picture. It looked like a little elf house or something. It was really cool. So anyway, my mom and I both got some books. The two that I picked up were A Million Junes by Emily Henry, and as you can see, this is a Book of the Month copy, which was pretty cool. I really don't know anything about this. It sounds like it might be like a time travel thing or science fiction. I just really liked this cover, and the author's name was Emily. And if I'm being honest, I was really attracted to the idea of having a Book of the Month copy, because I've seen them all over, BookTube, Blitsy, Instagram, wherever, and I've never participated personally because I feel like I can get a lot of those books at my library eventually if I wanted to. Anyway, but this was pretty cool to see this Book in the Month copy, and I'm really excited about this one. Like I said, I don't know anything about it, but I'll let you know when I find out once I read it. Also at the little free library in my brother's town, I picked up Victoria by Daisy Goodwin. I just watched the show Victoria, and then I also read the nonfiction book that goes with the show, which is called Victoria, the Heart and Mind of a Young Queen. And this one I assume is a fictional account because it talks about Daisy Goodwin is the screenwriter of the Masterpiece show. So I'm assuming it's a fictional book that's based on the show, or the book is based on it, or something. But anyway, I'm planning to read this pretty soon because it's so big, and I'd like to, get it out of my collection pretty quick. But I assume this is a fictionalized account of the show and of Victoria's life. So, I'm looking forward to this one as well. The final book I want to show you is a book that I did not buy, but my dad lent it to me, and this is, Camino Island by John Grisham. I'm not, the biggest John Grisham fan. I've read 2 of his books, Bleachers and the Calico Joe, neither of which are legal thrillers, but this one's about a bookseller, and my dad thought I might like it, and my mom has also read it, and she thought I might like it as well, so I decided to, it was free. I'm gonna probably read this in early 2018 so I could get it back to my dad, but all I know is it's about a bookseller, and there's something mysterious going on, maybe a murder, or, some sort of trafficking. I don't really know. But anyway, I'm looking forward to this one as well. Like I said, not the biggest John Grisham person, but I'm willing to give it a go. So that's all of my books. Oh, actually, I take that back. I have one more book to show you that I will insert a clip here because I ordered it from Book Depository and it hasn't come yet. But anyway, watch for the next clip. Alright, so I'm back to show my last book. It's been a while since I filmed the first part, and I actually already uploaded this video once because I totally forgot I needed to film this part. So, the last book in my haul for this video is Lab Girl by Jahren, and this is a memoir of her time working as a botanist, and I really don't know that much else about it. I mean, I've seen it all over BookTube, specifically the American edition, and I was never that interested in reading it until I saw this UK edition on somebody's channel during Nonfiction November when I was watching a bunch of TBRs, and it just looked so pretty, and I was like, oh, I have to have that. So I ordered it from Book Depository, and it finally came, and as you can see, it's Christmas time now, so I'm sure I'll be putting up a Christmas book haul pretty shortly. But anywho, that's all the books I've acquired in November, quite a lot, and hopefully I won't acquire any more between now and Christmas. I hope everybody's having a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!